my goodness. I don't think that I was like particularly inspired by a single person. I think I've always been enamored by film and TV, and I've just loved performing. I've loved loved making people laugh and feel deeply. And so, yeah, it's just something I've always gravitated to. And am I living the dream? I don't know. That's a tricky one. I think that everything happens, sometimes people see things going well in your life as like an overnight success. And, we all know the heartbreak and the rejection and the hard work that goes on behind the scenes. So I think, it always feels like I'm aiming for the next thing. I think I can never really enjoy the success, unfortunately. Well, I actually filmed the action thriller before I did Dune. So, I think that filming was really like such a whirlwind. We did it in 6 weeks in Budapest, and everything happened so quickly. So I think it was really about being up for anything and being super collaborative, because we just had to work so cohesively as a team. She was so lovely. She's so unbelievably beautiful and chatty and charismatic. And, I obviously grew up watching Babu's movies. So for me, it was definitely a starstruck moment for sure. I mean, Josh is such a lovely guy. He made working with him so easy. And he's such a seasoned pro. So I always felt so at ease when I was around him. He's incredible. He's such a lovely guy. I think that's really hard. I love all of them, and they all challenge me in very different ways. And I think the beauty of being an actor and the kind of actor I want to be and the kind of career I want to have is I want to be able to do it all. Fight or Flight was my first time doing major stunt sequences, and One Piece is a very stunt heavy show. So I definitely think the transition to doing the stunts on One Piece was much easier because I'd already had that stunt experience. So for sure it was a massive, massive help. But also knowing how to work with a stunt team and selling a punch and all of these things I'd learned on Fight or Flight. So for that, I'm very grateful. I'm so superstitious. I definitely have a list of career goals and professional goals in general. But I'm I'm so afraid of saying them out loud. So I will say I do have a list, but I unfortunately won't share what's on the list. But I do. I have goals that I want to achieve, for sure. It's an absolute honor to, I guess, represent India and being Indian and being British Indian, because I'm so proud of who I am. I love my culture. But I think what I often find difficult is that I have to represent all of India often. India is such a big place, and every state has often a different language and a different culture and different way of doing things. And I think the next step in representation is being able to be super specific, which I'm lucky enough that some projects do have that, where, and it's not necessarily, I'm an actor, so I want to be able to play lots of different people and cultures. But I think that the next step in representation is allowing us to be super specific about our identities. Yeah. Get your stay in school, finish up to year 12 for sure, because I think there's a sense of security and groundedness that comes from knowing you have an education to fall back on. But I'd also say now, in many ways, the industry has become so much more accessible because you can easily make your own stuff, right? You can write your own stuff and you can shoot things on an phone and it looks amazing. So I'd say get creative, get stuck in, and make your own things. I like would love to. I really love Madhavan, who's a Tamil actor, but he's obviously worked in um, Bollywood as well. I also really love Vidya Balan. I think she's so talented. So yeah, those two specifically. I would say thank you so much for following along in my career. I really hope that you guys enjoy Fight or Flight, which is available on Lionsgate Play. And like, let me know what you think of the film.